Welcome back to my channel, and I'm gonna take you along to our Turkish village. We live in Izmir, but we are traveling during the night or maybe evening hours to our Turkish village, which is almost 2 hour drive to our village, okay, where my husband was born actually. So I'm taking the kids with my husband and we are driving so that in the morning we can have breakfast with the kids can have time with their grandparents, and for us just to do some stuff. So first we drive from Izmir to Ödemiş. It is evening time, and sometimes we normally buy stuff on the way. During this time also it's me to test local food. This time I was testing some stuff called, I don't know, I forgot the name, I'll link it. We spent the night there, and then in the morning we wake up. My little girl, she woke me up. Then it is time for breakfast, and during this time in Turkish village there are so many things going on. Already women are awake. I didn't wake up early. I normally wake up late, but we catch up during the day, okay, for breakfast. So we want to visit our garden, our main garden, and I'm gonna take you along. In this garden we have two gardens actually, the home garden and the larger garden, whereby we have a lot of fruits, a lot of olives, a lot of all kinds of fruits actually you can find in this garden, as you can see. So we are going to pick some, especially the fig fruits that are actually ripe. They are ready and people are not there to eat. So we're gonna be picking some of them. They are super delicious, so sweet, I kid you not. Okay, so while I'm actually picking, and also I'm gonna take you along, it's gonna be a very short trip because we have other things we want to do. So I want to actually tell you some of the things that normally happens in Turkish village. So during the morning, the day starts with a new day. The day begins early in Turkish village, and the first light of dawn breaks through the horizon. Villagers are already up and about, tending to their daily task. The call to prayers echoes softly in the village mosque, and also blending with the sound of nature. For many villagers, the day starts with a visit to the local mosque, and also they offer their prayers and greet their neighbors. Afterwards, it's time for breakfast, and like I said, this time it is a typical Turkish breakfast, which involves a lot of things in terms of actually the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, and the fresh sumit or some pastry and some chai. It's full of like honey, full of homemade jams and spread of that. So the breakfast is full of things, like, let me just be precise. Now during the mid-morning, or maybe time to actually socialize, like after breakfast you wash and clean stuff. People normally tend, even though in most cases you won't see a lot of people or a lot of things going on, but if you look deeply, you will understand that as the sun rises higher, the village comes alive with activity. The men head to their fields or tend to their animals, while the women gather to prepare food, weave carpets, or even engage in other crafts. Now, the sound of laughter and conversation fills the air as they work side by side, sharing stories and catching up on the latest news, and especially whereby we have a lot of people, or maybe a lot of women who were actually there. Now I'm telling you these things while we are walking inside our garden. Like I say, it has a lot of fruits. We have pomegranates, they are not ready but they are there. We have a lot of olive trees which are not ready again. They will be ready soon, and we're gonna be actually eating them. Now in Turkish villages, agriculture is the main source of livelihood. Now, depending on the season, you might see villagers harvesting olives, tending to vineyards, or picking fruits from the gardens. Now, the connection to the land is very strong here, and the work is done with a care and pride passed down through generations. For those not involved in farming, the village often has a small market. I'll be taking you along to the market to see, because we are going to be picking some stuff from the local markets, where locals sell handmade goods, fresh produce, and other essentials. This market becomes a hub for social interactions where villagers exchange goods, ideas, and also they gossip a lot. Please don't tell them that I say that they gossip, because they're gonna start hating me for no reason. So let me take you and see. You can see this side of our village. This is actually a tank of milk, a truck of milk. I think they're from the farmers. They are going to somewhere there, and that is a school. It has been there for many years. I'll ask my husband what it's about. Now let me tell you something else. After the gossip and stuff in the market, we have also a midday feast, whereby lunchtime, or maybe we call it lunchtime normally. Lunchtime in Turkish village is a communal affair. Now families gather to enjoy a meal prepared from fresh local ingredients. Now the food is simple yet flavorful, often featuring vegetables, grains, and meat, and dishes cooked slowly over an open fire. A traditional dish you might find on the table is kuru fasulye, which means white beans in tomato sauce, or sometimes with pilau, which means rice, accompanied by ayran, or a refreshing yogurt drink. Now the meal is typically enjoyed outdoors, especially in the warmer mountains, and after lunch it's common for villagers to take a short rest or nap, known as siesta, to recharge themselves before continuing the day. So as you can see here, we are just passing through the village and stuff like that, because we are going to pick some stuff. We needed some stuff for ourselves. We normally buy local goods like cheese and stuff like that from these local people, and as you can see, a lot of men are sitting there, are socializing, having some chai together. And it is something that you will often see in Turkish village or the Turkish lifestyle. Even in the city, we have places whereby men just sit to have Turkish coffee. Okay, in Turkish coffee we normally say it kahve or kahvesi to kahvesi. Now after lunch, the day continues. Now it is continued in terms of working. And remember, I'm not just saying that we don't have people who work. We have people who work, but typically in a village lifestyle, this is what I'm sharing. Now in the afternoon, the villagers return to its normal state pace of work. The children who might have spent the day or the morning at school are now free to roam and play. They might be seen chasing each other through the fields, climbing trees, or some of them helping their parents with the chores. Now for adults, the work continues. The women may gather again to weave intricate carpets, a skill passed down from mother to daughter. Now these carpets, known for their vibrant colors and unique patterns, are often sold in local markets, even exported to other countries. Okay, so we passed also to one of our relative who has a lot of cows, and the kids were super happy to see what we were doing. Now I'm gonna actually end the video, or maybe I'm gonna try to fasten it in terms of actually just showing you. After we did everything, it was time for us to return, and you can see it is mountainous. There are so many high hill or high what do you call highlands, and like I said, farming is a common thing. They plant a lot of things. Now during the evening, as you can see, or as I was telling you, as the day draws to a close, the village slows down. The setting sun casts a warm glow over the landscape, and the air cools down. It is time for relaxation and reflection. Dinner is usually a lighter meal, often consisting of leftovers from lunch, or maybe simply dish like soup and bread. After dinner, families actually often gather outside to enjoy the cool evening air. Neighbors might join in, bringing tea and sweets to share. This time, it is storytelling, laughter, and bonding as the day's work fades into the background. For some, the evening might include a visit to the village cafe, where men gather to play maybe some stuff of games, or maybe sip a strong Turkish coffee and discuss everything from local politics to weather. Now during the night, it is peaceful at night, and it grows silent. The stars shine brightly in the clear sky, far away from the lights and noise of the city. The call to prayer once again echoes through the village, marking the end of the day. Villagers retire to their homes, ready to rest and recharge for the next day. Now, as we are driving back to Izmir city, as you can see, I know I was talking, but I wanted to share a day, how it looks like a day in life of actually the villages, or maybe in Turkish village. In a Turkish village, life is simple yet fulfilling. The strong sense of community connection to the land and rich cultural traditions create a way of life that is both timeless and deeply rooted in the values of their family, hard work and hospitality. Until next time guys, I'll see you in my next video. If you're liking my content, you want to see more, please do me a one favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel so that I can bring to you a lot of good stuff. Bye.